to the Casual Convo Show, where we have conversations about topics that affect the community's personal and business relationships. We always have the casual convo, so you don't have to have the tough convo. I am your host, Coco. And of course, joining me as usual, my face, we have the mayor of Asheville in my work and how I think of him, Paul.
Oh,
And we have the Jude.
Hey y'all.
Why I can't share this? Hi y'all. How y'all doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
I'm having some technical. I'm having some technical difficulty. So y'all want to dive right in, or and do the mental health check-in?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. It's the mental health check in.
I actually had a really good day, a really good week. I don't had no complaints. I actually just had a really good day today. Even though it was like busy, it was some challenges. But it was overall a great day. I think like the result, not challenges with me, but as far as like work and stuff like that. But I don't have no complaints. I'm in a good space. I'm happy. I'm at peace. Who wanna go next?
Me too. I'm in a good place. I- I'm at peace. I'm in a good place. I'm happy. Yeah.
Paul.
wet and cold. That's how I've been all day. Wet and cold.
Y'all don't have no
But
like major,
otherwise, it's all right.
but y'all not having like no
If you
major
pay
storm.
me,
Hmm?
well, we've been having rain all day. I hope I don't lose y'all. Because it's been raining. I think it's gonna stop though. Not supposed to be easing up on us. 'Cause I think it's moving on out.
Yeah, we supposed to be getting some of that thunderstorm like throughout the night. It's supposed to be real nasty tomorrow.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's supposed to be nasty tomorrow.
Damn, I ain't put my time in.
Rain all day and windy. The
Oh,
same thing that hit us gonna hit y'all. So
Yeah,
y'all got the band.
I was just sitting here thinking like, well, I'm gonna wear to work. I gotta wear something that ain't no. I gotta wear some straight legs.
yeah, dress warm. It has been really cold. I think we probably gonna have like a winter for once. We haven't had like a winter in a long time. We haven't had a blizzard. We like overdue for one
Yeah,
good.
I'm hoping one. I'm hoping for one. Yeah, somebody was just had the Blizzard of '96 pictures floating around. Everybody keep bringing up that Blizzard of '96, but if y'all wasn't there, y'all probably couldn't even survive the Blizzard of '96. I think I was a kid then.
I was pregnant and I was so mad I had to shovel snow. I was pregnant with Eric. I had to shovel snow. I never forget the blizzard of '96. Yep. And I had him luckily right when the stuff was starting to melt. I was able to go to the hospital because I am able.
I was a kid. We was outside playing in the snow. We ain't had to go to school because the schools was snowed to death. The snow was like high. I remember, but what I do remember is a couple years ago. I don't remember what year it was. I remember I was working in emergency services, and we had a blizzard, and it was a lot of snow, and we had to dig out the streets. We was digging. That snow was like up to my hip, and I'm five. I'm at 6'2". I'm 5'1", but I'm 5'1", but the snow was like up to my hip. So we get a snow like that, man. Woo. Yeah.
As long as I got some snacks, I'm fine. And some yeah, something to drink. I'm good. I'm good. Hey, Wendy. Wendy is
Hey,
joining us.
Wendy.
Hey, Queen Wendy. I
Hey,
haven't
Wendy
seen
Wendy.
you in a minute. Got
still have
something working for you, darling. Got something working for you.
out on the doorsteps and pop. Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's
listen.
not good
Woo.
that snowstorm. No, what snowstorm? It wasn't in '96. Oh my God, I hope he's not watching. Funny story about a blizzard. It was a blizzard. I never forget it. It was a guy I was like dealing with off and on, right? So he was like, I'm gonna come see you or whatever. It was snow. It hadn't got real bad, so he was there. And so as he was at the house, the snow had got up. It was like waist length. Girl, we got into like a little disagreement. I was like, well, you can go home, whatever. So he's like, I'm out of here. I'm going. Girl, so you know how you go off the porch and you go to step down. He was went head first, like whoop. I was girl, I cackled so fucking bad because it was like you was trying to be smart, like cussing me out as he go out the door. Took that step down, and all you could see was his body print
Listen.
in the snow. I was like, oh my gosh. It was so funny. When you mentioned that, made me think about that. I don't know. Every time I think about like blizzards, I think about that. But okay, y'all ready?
Yes.
I'm ready.
I think you echoing a little bit on my side.
All right, I'm gonna mute myself with that. I'm still echoing.
No, that sounds better there.
Yeah, but say you stop.
All right, that's my camera, so I'm sorry if it's like freezing. It's okay. So I was watching this story on college enrollments, right? So this lately it's been like a lot of like campus shootings and stuff, and the recent one was at LSU. So the last I know, it was two people that were injured, but they charged they found a 16-year-old. He was charged with the shooting. But also within the article, I wanted to discuss that with the mass shootings and then the ages of the shooters are getting younger and younger. However, they were saying there's a decline in African Americans enrolling in colleges. So it's a two-part question. Your thoughts on that, and do you think it's because of the mass shootings that's happening on college campuses, and mostly like you know
I think it's probably because of cost. Unless you can get a scholarship, college is very expensive, and a lot of people are more so. A lot of people are thinking more about like trades, uh, and a quick way of getting money. A lot of kids, you got some of the most of the black community want to be entrepreneurs. Everybody want to own their own business. So a lot of people are trying to skip that step, but that's not new. Like that was a thing before, like where a lot of people jumped into them trades versus going to college, and then the college was a wave. Now everybody wanted to go to HBCU stuff, but they making it more difficult. You gotta kind of have some kind of assistance, and it's not really easy to get the assistance right now. I think it'll pick back up once. Um,
Wendy said no, it's because a lot of jobs you can't get without a degree, so a trade is looking better.
No, I agree. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people opted into getting trades for real. That was a thing. Like when I came out of high school, it was get a trade or go to college. And some people went to college, and some people ain't got a trade. A lot of females here, we was like going to get the MAs and shit, the medical shit, the dental shit, cosmetology. Hella people here do hair, the barber shit. And then like the tech shit, a lot of people was already doing like taking the tech program because the ITT tech and all that shit was here. That's why a lot of people here do the programming. A lot of people got trade carpentry and all that shit. Like a lot of people HVAC. I mean people go and get HVAC. Yeah, but then a lot of people going getting them degrees, and then you coming out, and then they want you to have experience on top of just coming out of school. Whereas you can go and grab a trade, they going to have you do an internship. You get like 2 to 6 weeks of fucking experience, and they hire your ass on the trade. You get like,
Damn, this part. Hold on. Let me go in chronological order. I like how she put this. She said, my job, I have a degree from an HBCU, and people without degrees are my coworkers. And then she also said, so bottom line is I could have saved them loans. I'm 54 and still owe student loans. That is, and I think I was going to mention that as one of the reasons. I think people are becoming more financially knowledgeable or financially aware of, okay, it's less costly to get to go under a trade and get certified in something than go and get a degree. And I think the slippery slope with that for me is you have some jobs where they want to make it a requirement for, like, I think audit purposes or whatever. But they, again, they, like you said, they want, but then they want you to have all of this shitload of experience. But what I'm also seeing now, even as a recent, graduate, they're also lowballing. Then, like, especially with this economy now, I'm seeing director positions that will normally start in the six-figure digits. They trying to start like 70, 80,000. Like, so when you see other people working for, it's like, what you mean? Like, you know what I mean? The goal for that. But then I do think, and I do hear like a lot of young people say, I ain't trying to owe like that. And I think more people are getting wiser about about the importance of credit, and they're more aware of what they need to be financially. And I think that goes along with entrepreneurship, because before, I know I told y'all a lot of times I was financially stupid because I didn't understand the importance of credit and everything like that. But I think with so many resources, again, like we talked about offline earlier, social media, there's so many jewels that's out there of how you can gain financially without a degree and without going to be more responsible with
Mhm.
your social, with your credit, and how to manage that. So people look at it like, okay, and people paying attention to the job market. And the
And
job,
they got fucked over on that student loan forgiveness shit. A lot of people got fucked over on that. And a lot of people couldn't re-enroll. I forgot about that. A lot of people got fucked over on that student loan forgiveness shit. And a lot of people owe money to the school before they can even go back. I seen, something on that when they was getting fucked over.
and they doing it more now. And then a lot of times when they, like before, you could maybe lower your loans or stall them. My camera is doing a whole lot right now. It's not me, y'all, it's the camera. So
What they need to do is start a class action lawsuit, because that's how the fuck we got out of owls back in the day.
they do, but they making it harder to be eligible. Like, let's say if, like, right now everybody is going through something. So if you was like laid off, or if all they see is if you reported this particular income, even if you work part time, I done seen some people with part time jobs, and they're like, oh, you're not eligible for either like a deferment period, because before you be able to get that. Now they're not even doing it no more. They like, nope, denied. You're gonna have to pay this money, and then it's affecting people credit scores. And especially with this administration, it's hitting harder than before. I'm
Yeah,
noticing.
I agree. I
She
agree.
said they're still doing it. I had 26 more payments. I qualify because I work for the government. Oh, girl, give me the hookup. Give me that. Give me the hookup. Paul, you got anything? You and me.
Hey, I told you I'm all right. I'm just listening to y'all right now. Go ahead.
And then with the mass school shootings, I'm noticing a significant increase. I mean, we're hearing them more. It's like every week you get one. So I did want to get your thoughts on that. But even when I'm not gonna say I was surprised, but I wasn't thinking 16-year-old. So I'm curious to see the outcome of what was the motive, because I don't know if that came out yet.
I'm
Gonna
telling
be
you,
the
it's just so
same.
crazy with these guns. That's why I won't say nothing. But I was just looking at the news today about the little 6-year-old boy shooting a teacher in the face and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm saying this out of control with these guns and the way these guns are getting in the kids' hands. And see, they're not doing nothing about none of that. None of that. And see, it's gonna get worse because shit get ready to get harder. And people don't know which way they're gonna turn. And most people gonna make the wrong choices because they gonna uh, collapse under pressure. For people that haven't really been able to live through something and been through something, what we get ready to go through now, it's gonna bust a whole bunch of people's damn pipes. Cause pressure busts pipes. And I'm telling you, for
It agree.
those that don't know, they need to get around people that do know, so you can be able to get through this shit and without losing your fucking mind. And no, I mean, it's good to have a gun because everybody need to have one of those. Gotta keep one. Gotta stay strapped because you'll never know what's gonna happen with people right here nowadays. So it's best stay strapped in case you need one rather than not be strapped and don't have one. Rather need one, don't have one, rather have one, don't need one. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? And the man said about the 6'7", the 6'8" on the 7 because the 7, 8, 9, and all that shit.
I agree with Wendy. We said this, was it Monday when we went out Monday? No
Hmm.
joke, no snap, evil can't eat more crime to be able to eat. I definitely agree. And because I think this is the first time in quite a, we didn't go through this because they did use backup funds or reserve funds, whatever you want to call it, for the last time we went through the shutdown. So I think because he's withholding the billions of dollars that could help people put food on the table. So when you got to think 42 million people. So think about it. Times are already hard. You have people out of work because of the shutdown, which is affecting a lot of families. Then you also have some people, a lot of businesses are cutting back on people work hours because one with the tariffs, a lot of people we see the stores they not even really stock for stuff, so it's like it's hurting people financially. So then to think the little bit of help that some people was having with SNAP benefits, they're not going to get that. Then you're cutting health insurance and making people who even had part-time jobs pay out of pocket for insurance, and then their hours are getting cut. People gonna be robbing people at the grocery stores. They already talking about it. So anytime, like even at work, I'm like having the conversation of safety while shopping with like my clients because it's like people desperate times call for desperate measures, and it's holiday time, so it's already like a bad time of the year where crime is at an all time high. That's my thought.
We already know what it's going to be. People are saying it out loud. So I mean, it ain't even really not. When people get comfortable enough to make videos to say that they are going to commit a crime, like when they was talking about cutting off the SNAP benefits, I seen a bunch of videos about people saying they was going to walk in the market and take the food. And I mean, if you, what do you expect? I mean, he liked chaos. The man liked chaos. The people voted for him, and eventually the citizens will react. That's what they want. So that's what's going to happen. I, I feel sorry for the elderly and the disabled. Oh, and what I don't know if it's a rumor or not, but you know how the internet is. Everybody always saying it's something, but if he really do decide to drug test people, it's going to affect a lot of people. It's going to affect a lot of people because people are on that get government assistance to help with getting off of being addicted to drugs. They use drugs to help you get off of stuff. You feel me? Some people have to use certain narcotics because they have certain illnesses. So certain drugs will pop up in their system regardless, and they ain't even gotta technically be using the drug. So it's just another way to not pay for US citizens. But the kids should be exempt regardless. Whatever beef you got with the adults, the kids should be exempt. They should get them. If you was going to fight for anything and take anything away, you should have said, I'm going to cut the SNAP benefits off or whatever for anybody who is, adults with no kids, whatever, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. You feel me? Able bodies, people who won't go to a program or whatever, like the normal shit. But kids should get the health care regardless. The elderly should get the health care regardless. The veterans should get the health care and paid regardless. Like all that shit should be like regardless. It shouldn't even matter. Didn't we just send some money somewhere?
Girl, I said it was in Argentina somewhere. Don't quote me on
I guess
Argentina.
They
where
going
was
over there to get some coffee,
They just
Argentinian
send some
coffee. That's
money
what they
somewhere,
say.
but we taking money away
Argentina.
from U.S. citizens, but we're sending money somewhere, and this is the same stuff. I'm trying to work on my cousin tonight. It's the same stuff that he be always talking about. Everybody else did. Why everybody else is the worst, and then he turn around and do the same thing. I don't mean no harm. That shit. It just made it just. He just be playing in our face.
I'm gonna tell you what. This pumpkin colored whoop-de dip-de-doo hairstyle ass clown is over here in Asia, and his followers up here in Washington, they up here falling apart. They gonna fuck around and turn on each other here in a minute. MGT, she done already hop shit, but they gonna fuck around and turn on each other because they already losing it. This little Mike Johnson with his little him, her, whatever they, him, I don't know how you gonna pronounce him or whatever it is, the pronoun, whatever they say. But he got issues, him and his family, they got issues too. And all these people falling apart. Why? Teflon Don is out here galloping all around Asia. If these doggone people that's following this man don't get up off their motherfucking high horses and start voting these people's asses out, their ass is gonna suffer even more than people like us that are used to suffering. They're gonna suffer even more because they're not used to it.
Yeah.
They don't understand. They're not part of the elite. If you're not in that little circle of Trump's ass kissers and all that, you're not a part of that elite. That means you get left out. Your family gonna get left out. You cheering him on, y'all cheering him on, and he's doing what? They doing what? He's over here giving money to Argentina, giving money to Israel to fight. This little peace deal, that shit done fell apart. Done all that whoop de do. He did his little dancing for that shit. That shit done fell apart. They back over there want to attack them. They back over there attacking them. They killed about what 21, 30 something. They back over there attacking. Over here. These some guns want to say, well, the Democrats don't want to open the country up. They don't want to open the country up because y'all want to take health care away from people over here. Y'all want to keep padding your damn pockets, getting rich and taking all the fucking money. Greed, greed, greed. So I say this right here. But when this ship hits that damn dock without brakes, all them little dirty rats that's on there gonna be too late for them to scurry away because they're gonna be on land and their ass is going down. Cause this, like you say, this mother, he want chaos. That's how you think he gonna keep power. He's talking about today on the news. He said, "Well, what about third term?" He said, "Well, no, that's against the Constitution." Motherfucker, you know that's what you want. I'm telling you, you say they playing in people's face. That's exactly what they doing, and people are eating that shit up. And people are just so dumb and ignorant to shit. They just eating that shit up. Bless you. Bless you.
Thank
They
you.
so damn dumb and ignorant to every fucking thing. It's just crazy. I wish Q was here because Q know how to talk about him. Q know about this orange pumpkin seed. I can't even. Boy, I'm telling you, I be watching him. And then his mouth. Oh gosh.
Anal lips, orange anal lip, turkey neck,
I want to say butthole mouth. And then this man over here walking around in
pregnant gut.
Japan. He walking around over there lost. He walking around there confused. The woman had to go and get him. I said, now wait, when he go to Japan, he gonna realize that the woman in charge over there, the person in charge, the prime minister, whatever she is a woman.
Touch the prince, the king.
Yeah, she's in charge over there. I know his ass got over there and met her. He got to walking down the hallway lost and shit, whatever, and they had to go get him in. Man, this man, I don't know. It's not so much him, it's just the people that's following him. The people that's following him, they can't see this man is off. This man cannot talk for a whole 3 minutes without going off into something that has nothing to do with nothing. Especially not nothing that he's talking about. I said to him today, yeah, we're gonna do this and over there, and then I'm gonna have this ballroom put over here, and I'm gonna do that, blah blah. Man, come on back over here. You talking about something else?
I'm gonna read
Yeah.
you.
He don't even say God bless America no more, do he? He don't even say God bless us, God bless America, do he?
Never really did. He don't really
Huh?
care.
No, he say really, really big, huge, the biggest. That's what he say. You know.
It's really, really, really good. It's really good. It's like the best.
Yeah,
Make him know
I
that seem
can't
like it's
listen to him.
support.
He a fucking joke. I only pay attention when it's. I'm not gonna lie. I used to get entertainment out of Donald Trump. Now I'm just utterly
Oh,
disgusted with him and everything he's doing. Just watching
Okay.
him
He's like real
sometimes piss
disgusting.
me
He ain't
off.
doing
hold on. I wanted to read these couple of comments before we get too far off, and then it don't make sense. Um, Wendy said, "We told we told dummies this was all going to happen. Project 2025 is playing out in real time. He has the majority of Project 2025 writers in his administration, which is true. We had, I think Wendy wasn't on here, but we had talked about that
Mhm.
Monday and last week about how we're actually living in 20 Project 2025. And I think this comment stood out to me because probably last year sometime, I think we were up here, there was a couple more other people up here and we were talking about that. And someone who was a Trump supporter stated that it was BS and that it's just it was like smoke and mirrors. And of course, as we see, it's not BS. This next comment is also really significant. Jay Jackson, shout out to YouTube, said it's sad that we saw white families on the news crying that they cut Snap, and they asked, did you vote for him? And they said yes. This stood out to me because there has been a big debate on social media about his supporters and who it's going to affect. And there are a lot of people that think it's only going to affect black and brown people, when however, which something that we was also called crazy for pointing out and having a discussion on when we said that this would happen. And yes, I'm having a moment to say we told you so, because when we said this, we said it would heavily affect more red states than blue states, because there are a lot of white Americans who receive SNAP benefits more so than any other race. So they're feeling the effects, and a lot of people who voted for Trump. And I'm just curious, I really want to ask some people who were proudly supporters of him and like he was the best for this country, who are one facing this issue with not being able to provide for their families or with food, but also people who worked in certain positions who thought their jobs were secure. And right now we're in a time where there's no such thing as job stability, because it's a whole bunch of job instability. No matter what level, what your income bracket is, everybody is like pretty much a check away from just being asked out. Then Wendy also said third is against the 22nd Amendment in the Constitution, because we all know he's trying to rewrite laws so that he can get his way that's beneficial for him. And what's really sad to me is everybody thought certain things couldn't be happening because there were laws that went against it. But what we're seeing is a lot of things are being overwritten,
Yeah.
things that happen, which is very much unfortunate, and but it's also very telling. And then I'm sorry, y'all. I just wanted to acknowledge the supporters. She also said, "I knew that." Shit, I didn't see this before I put it. I knew that he was dumb when he said he was talking to the president of Puerto Rico. President of Puerto Rico, who yourself stupid, is a part of the United States, idiot. And then Jay said, "I'm tired of him mentioning Obama and Biden's names in the meetings." I think this dimension is because they're trying to downplay, like the ACA is one of the things they don't want to, because that was considered Obamacare, and it's expiring, so they don't want to continue anything, especially from the Obama or Biden administration. So that's why they're fighting against it. And I agree with Paul. Like, a lot of people are blaming the Democrats, but I do understand why they're holding out, because just imagine, like Drew said, so many people with chronic illnesses or severe illnesses that's life or death need that medication, who really don't have the financial means to pay out of pocket for medication, and some people who are elderly or on disability that have a fixed income that's barely managing everyday life essentials. So now you want to add in, okay, now you gotta not only pay a premium, but now you got to pay for your meds, and then now you don't have the assistance of food, even though some people wasn't really getting a lot, but it was something to help. So now, and all the prices are going up. So yeah, it's gonna be bad.
Hey,
It's gonna
this
be.
summer gun. This time, I know I'm be off topic for a minute, but this summer gun, he done bulldozed the east wing of the White House without anybody's authorization.
He said it was his money.
He did that
What was
because
his money?
he did
The
that.
spent on that east wing for his ballroom to entertain his guests when he had really, really, really important people come to the White House that he can entertain and comfortably.
See, the east wing over there, where Obama and them held a whole lot of stuff at over there. And you know he won't go there partying over with them Negroes and being that partying. All that shit, all the pictures and everything else gone. You know damn well the east wing had to go too. He thought, oh no, we're not gonna touch it, we're gonna put it up right against it. Pew, that gonna knock right on down. What Congress what they doing? They down caught on with their jaws down around their ankles. Republicans and the Democrats, all of them are over there caught with their jaws down around their ankles. What y'all gonna do about it? Nothing. Too late to do anything about it. What? He has diplomatic or whatever the hell it is, presidential immunity to get up in there and act the damn fool while he in the presidency. Midterm, the motherfuckers better go out there. All, especially all them Trumpsters, them Teflon Donnie fans, get their motherfucking asses out there and vote. Them little Republican ass kissers up out of there. His little back plan, his little backup, his little back kissers or whatever you want to call them. Get their little asses up out of there if you can. Keep them Democrats in there. Cause the Democrats ain't gonna be worth a shit anyway, but keep them away, keep him from doing anything, get his ass up out of there, impeach him and get the motherfuckers up out of there, lock all their asses up, put the country back around, get you back on track. Cause I'm tell you
Paul,
what.
Paul,
Mm-hmm.
what are you eating? You and these damn Skittles. I'm listening to you, but you is tearing them up in the process. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
But yeah, get his ass up out of there. Mm-mm-mm. I'm telling you, boy, it's crazy.
I agree with you. Cause first of all, every time don't first of all, Karma is a motherfucker. Every time he tried to do something on the base of race, is always end up hurting his people as well. And and it's just like Karma's a motherfucker.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Regardless regardless of what. It don't matter. Like every time he do something, it seems like, like shit just fall back because he do it with ill intentions. He not actually trying to help the country. He trying to hinder the country. But who the fuck didn't know that about Donald Trump? Maybe it's the era of Donald Trump that you got to, meet. So the Donald Trump that I grew up on was well, I didn't grow up on it, but when I paid attention to him was The Apprentice. I'm just saying, why would you make him president of all fucking things? And then he was not a good one the first time. Do not, I will agree with all of y'all. Yes, the government giving us some money was, I don't care. I don't care who was the reason why we had it, who put it in place first or whatever. I don't care about none of that. All I'm saying is, what I'm saying though is, I too was happy about the STEMI. I was happy about the STEMI too. but that can't be enough. That's all I'm saying. That can't be enough. That can't be enough to have put him back in office.
Me, so I'm still pissed.
I had to fight for mine. They was taking forever to get it, but I got it. But as I'm saying, all I'm saying is like he really wasn't a good president. I don't even see like what was the reason for putting him back in office besides the base of racism and stupidity. I don't have much to say about him because I don't really care about Donald Trump. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm really trying to wait this whole little wave out to see what's gonna happen. Because one thing I've learned in my little years of being an adult with Republican fuck up presidents, because the Democrats fuck up too.
Yeah,
Shit
everybody.
always be fucked up when certain ones of them in the office, but shit turn around in our favor when they out. And we didn't look at a couple presidents like, well, he did the 2 term. The question is, what are we gonna do after he's out of office for real? We as citizens gonna take this shit serious because we done seen the jokes. We done seen. You feel me? Like we as citizens need to take that shit more serious and get out there and put the right motherfuckers in there. If y'all sick of all these older motherfuckers, no offense to the older generation, it's just that there's a lot of hate there. Still there. We see that just off of what the fuck his ass did. Still a lot of hate there. And if the country is really sick of that shit, then when it's time to vote, put some fucking new faces up in there.
I'm telling you, some young faces. Cause get rid of them
Yeah.
old ass crocodile ass motherfuckers. Cause that's all they is, ancient ass motherfuckers. But you say y'all grew up in the apprentice days. Now you know back before then, when he's up in the USFL, he caused them to go bankrupt over in that motherfucker over there. The New
Yeah, man,
Jersey
you gotta
General.
pick wisely. Cause think about
I'm
it, Paul, they don't go nowhere. They
I'm
stay
gonna
there
push
forever.
this one because they in these comment sections. I'm getting my life from these comment sections. But y'all know y'all friend is in the comment section. He got a new name tonight.
Oh, I
Um,
gotta go on there. Let me see.
What is it?
I heard from a source that we getting a stem. First of all, who you know, girl? He gets me every fucking week.
You heard from what? So who is? You know what?
He got a source. Benzino. Source magazine.
Oh,
I
that then
guess.
he throw a big cookout and party all night. Where? Like what? Where? Uh,
When is we getting this? When is we supposed to be getting it? Since you got the source. And what cookout? Who having a cookout?
girl, I don't know. Wendy said
Put
put
that
the
back.
in the back in the field.
Yeah.
And this
Get their asses back out there. Get them
says
back out there and get back out there and get to work. Cause they didn't got too comfortable. Sitting up
you
under the master eating them little crumbs and shit. They didn't got too comfortable. Put their ass back out in the fields out there. Let them get some blisters on their hands and on their feet and shit. That's
Jay
right.
said he running, vote for him. I wish I would.
I campaign for you.
I vote for him. Girl, mm-mm. We
I
gonna
need to see your views.
we
We're
gonna
gonna have to work on your
like how
pitch.
he type it in all caps. I'm not doing it.
Dummy out.
That
All
They,
dummy trying to be there forever. He's trying to go down in the first president in history with anal lips and turkey necks.
right, so we're gonna switch gears a little bit because we covered both of my topics. It kind of got combined together, the first one and the third one. So we're gonna take a break and do something a little lighter because I'm quite sure how she's gonna present this. It's going to be comical, but we're
Oh
gonna
wait, I
talk.
got.
I
I
didn't
forgot
know.
what it was.
So while she looks for her topic, y'all know Jude is Jude. She gonna be up here Juding. So she had a topic that she wanted to discuss, and I felt like only Jude could introduce this particular topic. So we're gonna take a break from the serious stuff and kind of have a little bit of fun, but have like a real conversation because I think it's actually a good topic. I just don't know how to put it
Hold,
into, you know.
hold on, y'all. My girlfriend calling me.
Oh my
I love
god.
you too,
Not
baby.
Not,
And she said, she said,
oh,
oh shit, I forgot y'all was on the Sugar Ray watch now.
Boy,
All
that's
right.
a heck of
What
intro
I
right
was saying. I ain't going hold on.
there.
I gotta take this out because I gotta do some talking now. I ain't gonna do too much talking because it's pretty simple, right? There's a lot of people like we be talking about love, and all this stuff, but in this world right now, it's a lot of hate. And a lot of people be living in the moment of trying to prove a point. This ain't not personal, but this is just like on some, just some of the things I be just saying. It's like be a lot of hate out here in the world. So I was just, one day just walking down the hallway and was just thinking like, sometimes, people be mad at you because, sometimes you do absolutely nothing, and what I was telling Coco was, the biggest flex on your enemy is I could have did X, Y, and Z, but I didn't. I just didn't. And I was like, I be feeling like kind of at times personally, I kind of just do that. And I'm noticing that there are a lot of people out here who just feel that way. Like, like I could, get back at a person. I could, it's a lick back culture, but it's a whole. I don't got time to lick back. I'm gonna go ahead and let you be about your business, friend, family, foe. You feel me? Sometimes even with the job, you feel me? Motherfuckers is like looking at the job and like, yeah, today is my last day. Matter of fact, this is my last 10 fucking minutes here, and I'm out of here. You feel me? I had enough, and I ain't never really like started feeling that way until like I don't know. I started like more recently, more when I'm growing up and feeling like I'm getting more mature. I just really ain't got time for some shit, and I noticed that there are a lot of other people out here in the world who are just like the same way. Like people are just comfortable with being like, I could, argue back and forth with you. I could fight for that cause, but I'm not. I'm gonna go ahead and take my shit somewhere the fuck else. I'm gonna go ahead and do this instead. I was trying to work with you, but now I'm not. Cause you got on my motherfucking nerves. Now I'm just not gonna do that. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? That's the topic.
1 second. I'm gonna just take that camera off because the freezing is irritating everything in me. So y'all go ahead and talk. I'm gonna fix this real quick.
Well, I asked the question. So
What
Paul,
was the, what was the what was the
do you
question?
think do you think that feeling that way is a good thing or a bad thing? Do you think that thinking that way is a good thing or a bad thing? Do you think that that is a toxic trait or is a healthy trait? Basically, like what's your thoughts on that?
I think anytime protecting your own peace and sanity is always a great thing. I think sometimes, especially like in different environments, people will try to trigger you. You get what I'm saying? To get a reaction out of you. And I think when you're calm and when you have I also think that's a part of growth. And we talked about it a little bit earlier offline. Like when you grow and you understand exactly who you are and you're in a sense of calm, some people can't take that because some people are at an unrest within themselves. So at that times that shows whether it's personal, whether it's in our work environment or whatever. So I think it's a good thing to know when you need to remove yourself because, like you said, it's been a lot of situations. I think everybody who watching or people period have experienced a time where it was like I could I could air this motherfucker out, but I ain't. Or I could cuss your motherfucking ass out right now, but I'm not. Because sometimes, and like I explained to you, I'm in a season of just my personal opinion where I'm not reciprocating negative energy. I'm always choose my peace because when you do that and when you reciprocate, it's like aha, I got you, and then people look at it like, yeah, see, you ain't no better than me or whatever, whatever. So let me show you how better than you I am. I'm gonna remove myself and I'm gonna let you be angry and hating on your own, and you just shine. And I'm still freezing. Oh, it's just That was
I'm
my
gonna tell
thought.
you what. Oh, you still talking?
No, go
Coco, you
ahead.
still talking? Okay, I'm gonna tell you what. This how it is right here with me on that right there. I had a job this one time. My first job, my very first job. And on the first day, the very first day, I went into work. This place called Inn on the Plaza. I went into work, and the chef raised his voice at me talking shit. I quit. Because I didn't have that kind of temperament to deal with that shit. You're not going to talk to me like that. No, sir, buddy. So I'm going to tell you what. You go ahead and keep your little job. You find somebody else to do this shit here because I'm out of here. I've been like that with people all my life since as well. I don't have time for that shit. You ain't gonna treat me the way I need to be treated. You want me to work for you, whatever. Hey, respect comes with that. You talk to me like a man, I work for you like a man. You're not gonna mistreat me. You're not gonna talk down to me. You're not gonna do none of that shit. I'm here to do a job. That's what I come to do. If we get along, we get along. If we don't, we don't. But hey, you're not gonna disrespect me. I'm not gonna disrespect you. I'm here to do my job. All this other shit that if I had to feel uncomfortable in here, I get the feeling, hey, this motherfucker getting on my motherfucking nerve. I'm gonna have to bust him in his motherfucking head. He don't know I would bust him in his motherfucking face. If I get the feeling like that, then I know, no, oh, no, no, no. This is the wrong place because this is the place that triggers me. And he's the person that can trigger me. And I know when I get triggered, then I end up in handcuffs. So no, 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 no. Let's go ahead and let that go. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Sometimes it's best to get away from shit. I mean, people gotta realize all money ain't good money, especially when you have to sacrifice your peace of mind. No. So yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Fuck them. Fuck them all.
I agree, and it usually come from the people who are either envious of you or intimidated by your knowledge and skill set. It's not even that you're doing anything wrong. It's the I seen like it's like this like main thing that I seen going around. It's like it's not that people dislike you or have an issue. It's just your presence, your is so domineering that they wish they were you.
It's fear. You know, a lot of people always talk about the people are jealous or envious, but people fear people, and fear is a motherfucker. Like people don't like to show fear, so they hide it behind other things. But when a person fear your success in the work field, when the person fear your success over theirs, they'll do whatever the fuck they gotta do to block that
Hmm.
if they can, if you allow them, because if you do the fuck, I mean, if it's meant for you, it's meant for you. Can't nobody block what you gonna get. But a motherfucker, with add a little fear into that shit too, that this person gonna make it and I'm gonna be right here, I'm gonna be stuck. They'll do anything. They know you got a temper. They'll try to bring that temper out of you. They'll try to exploit your weaknesses. Always try to prove themselves to be better, but I don't give a me personally, when it come to me and work and my work, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'ma always brag on me. We going to debate what, who do what. Look, listen, I'm a ride for whoever, I pump my coworker up too. But at the end of the day, don't try to put me down to boost you up, motherfucker. Cause then now I gotta really shine on your ass. Cause I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna sell myself. I ain't even gonna try to put you down. I'm gonna sell me. Well, fuck you. Who are you?
I agree. J Bass, shout out to YouTube. J Bass said people that does that brings their problems from home or their relationships to work and take things out on people at work.
Just the
They,
ass whooped.
they hide behind their mask and won't show their true colors. I think there's some significance in that statement because oftentimes, some people, and I mean, I think it's just a part of being human as well, can't separate their personal from professional and do bring it a lot of times. But at the same time, you probably should practice that because if it's not for them, because that's why we see a lot of people crashing out at work, and you see a lot of like domestic situations in the workplace because people are carrying attitudes and all types of things like Jude was saying, like if you want to have an attitude and you doing all this stuff and you trying to hurt somebody else, and then like I said, some people do hate on other people's success and will try to intentionally set you up or sabotage you, which is another thing that a lot of people deal with. Have any of y'all experienced that?
I had management though. It was management. My management was trying to, like sabotage me for real. So I had this job. I was working as a unit clerk, right? And I had got this job. And when I got the job, uh, I don't like wearing white. I I do not like whenever I have to wear it, I absolutely hate wearing white. So I we got this uniform book, and they said we could pick whatever uniform. She gave me the lady, my supervisor gave me a whole like catalog of shit that I can order. Now me, I was like, oh, all right. I ordered one of each shirt that wasn't white. So I had all the shirt colors. I ordered a little tie. I ordered the skirt, couple pair of pants, I ordered the jacket and the vest. I had the whole suits. If you gonna give me the uniform, I'm gonna motherfucking get it. So I got the whole shabam. The problem is all of the workers that were working there prior to me, they all just settled on what the senior worker wore, a white shirt and blue pants. I didn't want to wear that. I felt like, why would you wear this when you can wear all of this? They give you an option. Why would you just want to wear that? And white gets so dirty so fast.
Mm-hmm.
So I came to work and I wore my uniform. My supervisor thought, well, the manager of the floor, like after like a month or so, she pulled me up and had me like in this big meeting with somebody. I was not wearing my uniform and all this shit at work. And I was like, well, I am wearing the uniform. She was like, no, you're not. Everybody else wears something. I was like, yeah, but that's because everybody else chooses to wear that. Furthermore, to not change, no, well, I was the only one in uniform. Everybody wore the uniform pants, but because they only wore white shirts, everybody wore any white shirt that they wanted to work. I was the only employee in full uniform, and I was getting in trouble for that. So because this manager could not get me in trouble, she harassed me every day until um the unit gave me I got a new job, and the unit gave me a party, and it was one of the biggest. Man, they was cooking out. They had the little skillets. I walked on that unit, and boy, it was imagine your boss do not like you, but everybody loves you, and you leaving, and you have the biggest party you could ever have. But she harassed me for like a year. A whole year. I worked there for like a year, and we was getting ready to lose our jobs. We was getting ready to get laid off, and she was rehiring people, but she was damn sure not gonna rehire me. I got my next job, like by the grace of God. Man, that party was everything. That was the biggest flex. I did my job well. She could not fire me, y'all. She was trying, man. But when you do your job well, man, you can't fire a motherfucker to do the job.
But I also think that's the beauty, and it's that people want to see other people fail so bad, and when people dislike you for just being you, and you probably look better than all of them. Like no shade, coming to work, you was probably looking stylish, and you know, you probably look cute. And then
Yeah.
unfortunately, a lot of people will hate on that and be like, But it's funny, the more people, when people prey on other people's downfall or can't be happy for other people, successes or whatever it may be. The best karma is when you upgrade on a motherfucker that prey on your downfall. And I tell everybody all the time, don't get mad, don't go through all of that, and celebrate people. It's nothing wrong. If it's your season to shine, shine. When your time come. But when it's funny that I call them ugly people. It's always ugly people that always got something to say negative, or that want to see everybody look their worst, or don't want to see no one else looking better or doing better than them. So when a person have a dislike and they like, da, 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 da. So what you gonna do now? Talk about my successes? My thing is, I'm gonna give you something to talk about. I worry when you stop talking, that mean I'm not on my game. Paul, these fucking Skittles. Like, like what? That's all you hear is you smacking. Bro, like, no, you don't have nothing on
You
this.
ain't, you ain't had the beat. You ain't had the beat. It's just like
You
it
giving
just sound like when
you doing
uh
like an
Q with
ASMR
the
show.
Q with the seeds, Paul with the Skittles. That's how I be with the chips, but I just mute myself with the chips.
Oh, brief promo. So if you guys missed it Monday, I know over like the last couple of like the last year or so, I haven't been hit up about producing more content like throughout the week. So we have been trying something new. Monday, so we decided to add a Monday chat. It's not as in depth, like deep as like Wednesdays are, but a little bit more fun, unwind, kind of like a weekend wrap up where we discuss a little bit of everything, fun stuff, personal stuff, relationship stuff, all kinds of stuff. And Q was actually a part of that one. Q work schedule would just not allow him to be here on Wednesdays. But for those of you who like Q and his personality and his porn stories,
He'll
catch
be
us
there on Monday.
catch us on Mondays. Mondays at 7 is the Monday chat. And throughout the week, you all can check out clips of the show on the Casual Convo YouTube channel. So if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. We here. But okay, that's the end of the promo. So we're not adding you, J Bear. I'm sorry, I keep smacking my teeth and I hate that. We're not adding you to anything because you don't know how to act when we add you. We're gonna leave you in the comments and you just make a guess the purse from here and there. That's what we're gonna do for you.
Don't treat my friend like that. That's my Ravens friend.
I have to. I keep looking at my hands and it's bothering me. But I know I told y'all. But okay, funny story. So you know it's bad. All right, I didn't do my nails. I was supposed to do my nails Monday. Was it Monday? I said I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna do my nails. Didn't do my nails. Went to work yesterday. Didn't have my nails done. A couple people was like, no nails. I was like, no, I ain't doing them yet. I'm gonna do them. Didn't do them. So today went to work. Quite a few of my colleagues was like, your nails not done. What is going on? I've never not seen you with your nails done. Okay, that's the thing. So in my mind, I'm like, damn, but my hands like real busted. So then the kicker was my client, but my client said that he was like, you know, you already need to talk. Like, what you mean? He was like, your nails not done. He never seen you like this. And I was like, you went from my little nice today to your nails not done. So I'm gonna definitely do. I'm gonna find. I don't care how late I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna do them tonight because that made me feel some type of way. I'm like, yo, out of everything, you know, somebody give you a compliment on your outfit, and then you be talking. I was like, your nails.
First of all, listen, I just ain't get to it.
Yeah, no, but it goes to show how like something that small, I mean, people pay attention to. And I was like, oh my God. And like he was like, oh, we've never not seen you like with your nails done. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I thought about it, like I haven't like usually if I let them breathe, it's like over the weekend or if we have like an extended whatever. But I always like when I take them on. So I was like, I'm gonna
No,
get my
y'all gotta work in the office with that motherfucker. That's cause they probably ain't hear the clickety clackety. Cause listen, friend, look at these. Look how little they are. I broke one nail. You know my nails be low. So my coworker, she was like, "What happened?" She was like, she said, I don't be hearing you over there typing. That's what she said. She didn't say what happened. She said, I don't hear you over there typing. I said, girl, because I broke it down, I had to get them all cut down. But working with Chanel, I mean Coco, listen, that motherfucker, don't y'all know that
The
the name
great
of a Family Guy? That motherfucker be like clack, 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 clack.
and I be serious too, don't I? Shoot, and I look, and it be right though. I don't mess up. And it's
Hell
crazy.
no, no, you can type with them motherfuckers, but them motherfuckers be long as shit. That's right. I'm telling you, that's probably exactly how. Because that is one of your signatures, Frank. Yeah, they be long, and then you type with the motherfuckers. So if you type in front of them, I know. You know, I know, because I done worked in the office with your ass. Oh.
Because like so many of them, they be like, oh, they so pretty. And they doing my own. I was like, oh shit. Remember I called you, I was like, I'm gonna go in here and bust it. They gonna fuck about me. Girl, and I got better. So they was like, oh, they cute. Like, da-da-da. I done put other people on. So like one particular guy, she gets like ideas. And she's like, let me see. So when she saw me, she was like, you alright. Like, I got y'all like,
Listen,
this is so
right.
crazy over nails, yo. I said that is insane. So I said I gotta do it, but it's just I just wanted to mention it because it's just crazy and it's funny how the littlest things that you don't think people really pay attention to. Like I'm a hands person too. Like I look at people's hands, especially when you try and feed me, and yeah, and I was like, damn, they really know this. And it's not that I have ugly hands or nothing. They just like they not done. And I was like, oh, all right, well, don't worry, they will be before the end of the week. And they was like,
Look
oh,
like
okay.
little chiclets. That not them, but the people who don't take care of their nails. That should look nasty.
And it
Like, why
did.
you
And I
don't
was,
take
Yeah.
care of your nails? Grow the
Don't
fuck
feed
up.
me.
but it
Don't
Huh?
feed
also
me. I don't know how you feed yourself. I don't know how you
Right.
feed yourself when you see your hand coming towards your own damn mouth. Damn, what the fuck is that coming
That
towards
shit
my mouth?
nasty as shit.
oh,
Listen, you know what, Coco? I need you to show me how to do my own nails. I'm coming over. I'm going to order the kit and I'm coming over for practice because my nail guy was gone for my nails was looking horrible, girl. I was having some horrible experiences going to somebody else. I need to learn how to do my own nails when he not here
oh, I
because
got
he
you.
was gone.
It's
He don't
easy.
even know I got. I had to go back to like my high school shop to get these was done.
Oh, it's easy. The next time we come up here, I'm gonna show y'all. But it's real easy. Like I think I was just nervous at first, but I watched like a tutorial on YouTube because the
Yes, I
kit
did
is
too. That
already
one.
there. All you do is file it down, you polish it, do whatever you want to do. But it just goes to show how much attention people pay to you to the smallest things. But Paul, you made a good point. People with ugly hands coming towards your face. I'm big on it. Me and Jude used to when we worked together. We it was somebody that we worked with that had the ugliest hands, but always was like, I can cook, I'm gonna bring this in here. And then you know how somebody break a piece of something and try to give it to you and be like, taste this. It's like, I don't want that, because it's something about ugly hands. Even when you go out to a restaurant, if the waiter somebody have ugly hands, I'll be like kind of like not hungry no more because I do. I have a thing about hands, and it's weird. And even dating, and like if you, like, most guys don't have like. No, I'm lying because I've met some guys who have really nice hands, but them ones with them rough, you can tell they work real hard hands. They always be talking about here, babe. Like, no, but give me the fork. I don't. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. And then they be in
Mm-mm.
your face and in your mouth. You be
Take
like,
care of your hands. Take care of your hands. You need them
do it. I cannot
and your
do it.
feet.
Yeah, hands and feet is yeah, yeah, yeah,
I gotta
There
pay
you
my
go.
podiatry bill because I need to go back.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You gotta walk with one, and then you gotta
I was going to
hold
say
up the
something
other.
and I forgot.
Paul, you wear your feet out.
Hmm?
You wear your feet out. You be wearing them man flip flops.
Not too much, cause the work I be doing, I can't be wearing no damn shoes like no flip flops. I ain't trying to drop shit on my feet.
Paul said not too much. Like you know what I'm talking about, like the thong slang, like the flip flops, like they go between your toes and your toes
No,
down.
hell no. I don't know shit like that.
I'm
Mm.
about to
Ain't
say,
nothing between
I'm about to say, I don't see too many men with the thong shoes. I see them with the Mecca Jesus sandals on.
Nah.
The most, like the
You
Nike
tell you what.
sandals for real, like them little Nike style sandals. But like the older man, if you want to see like the older man of the sandal, I be saying like the old man, they had a little back. Do you know the ones they look like they woven, like
Mm-hmm.
they
I know what you're talking about.
No,
like it,
I don't be saying no
they
sandals.
got the little
Like I
strap on
say,
the side. Them sandals be slick as shit in the summer.
now if I'm gonna go out somewhere, I probably could kick a pair. But as far as me, I don't go out that much to really get to do nothing. Really, what I be doing is working, making shit happen.
making that happen. All right. Okay. Back,
That's what
back,
we
back,
talking.
back to the program. We got sidetracked for a second, but it's
Oh,
okay. Um, okay, before I get to something serious, I do have a question since Paul is up here. Me and you had like a offline conversation, right?
oh, what we talked about?
Girl, we talked about a whole lot today, but we was talking about like dating, right? And communicate, and because I know Paul, you single, right? Or is it like you like I don't know?
Hold up, what you saying? My finger? Yeah.
Okay, so we were talking about like communication and the new like dating and like some of the like the barriers of dating. So we were also talking about like full transparency of putting things like on the table of acknowledging like what your flaws are and like bend like who bends or how to bend together to make things work when you get to know somebody. How do you communicate your flaws to a person that you getting to know? Uh-oh.
Damn sure not all at one time. Mother, you ain't gonna know all about me in one motherfucking day. You can believe that.
No,
So I'm
like
gonna
let's
tell you
say 6 months in. Let's say 6 months in. Okay,
I
okay,
feel
okay.
you on that though. Like,
I'm not talking
shit.
about like initially. Okay, so okay, okay. Let's dissect this. So, so listen. Let's say y'all like dancing, right? But you noticing there's some like minute communication things going on, whereas though it could be your communication style or some things that are just like who you are. And this person is like to you this is something that they don't like and maybe like they want it to work but this is like a characteristic trait or some a trait that you're not saying characteristic, it's a trait that you had that they don't like and they want you to work changing it, right? So let's just say you like okay, but you try to explain okay, this may be the reason why I do X, Y, and Z, right? So how would you but or that's the first part, then the second part is you may notice some things that you know your part responsible for if you're having consistent clashes and you like I'm wrong in these areas but it's a part of maybe how you know that that's one of your flaws. How would you communicate that?
We gotta give him an example.
You know my
I think I
example.
would try to do. Oh yeah.
You need an example, Paul?
do I need an
Or
example?
I had to take a hell. Uh-huh.
No, I don't need no example. I'm
Right.
saying, excuse me. Now, as far as somebody else to say on my partner's behalf,
God damn.
if
I
I'm doing
must be.
something about me that irritates you or whatnot, and you can't communicate that to me, and you want to keep holding it in or whatever, then evidently I'm the wrong person for you to be with.
Mhm.
Because for one thing, if you cannot communicate that to me, then how can I actually feel like you actually want to be with me? If you can't say, well, Paul, hey, you know that little thing that you do about saying this certain thing or doing this certain thing, you know, that'd be irritating sometimes when I see how it be affecting people and it affects me. I said, okay, well, I'll check that out. And I know something, okay, I appreciate it, you know. Yeah, but I mean, because it's not going to be nothing major, especially with me, because like I say, my thing is I do what I do. I don't mess around when I'm in a relationship. I don't do none of that stuff. So you with me, I'm with you. So and as far as me with them, hey, you know, you need to stop that. You don't need to be sitting down here on this benches talking to these strange ass people and nothing like that. I mean, especially with me not around, you only be out late night, stuff like that. I'm not gonna. Hey, now you can cut down. I mean, that loud ass talking. I don't like no loud woman. If you talking to me, that's between me and you, not between me, you, Barney and Jerome and Vanessa and everybody else sitting around all over the place. The conversation between us. Loud woman, no. If you're a loud woman, I try to tell you, hey, baby, you know, you be talking kind of loud at times. You know, you can kind of like tone it down. You can say okay, or you can get upset about it. Why you? Okay, I tried. I'm not. I'm not no very demanding person, so it won't be nothing major with me. I mean, it's gotta be something. Well, I should say it's gonna be something major. There's something major like that.
So what if someone was like,
Like what?
I'm trying to think of how to put it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think of something that I may have encountered. Um, and this is not initially. Like again, let's say y'all some months in or whatever, and just like casual conversations, and they might be like, "Well, what do you think your flaws are?" Like I know mine, and I tell people I'm highly flawed. I know exactly what my issue is. Like okay, like for instance, for me, I drop the ball because I'm not always the person to call first, and I know I've heard that a lot. I try to work on it, but I've also explained why a lot of times I'm probably not the first person to call, like throughout the day. Now, will I answer? Yes. And depending, like if I'm at work, what type of day I've had, and you know, certain things happen. And then I talk to people all day, you know this, right? So sometimes when I'm home, I'm just like, whew, I need to get myself together. Then if I gotta make dinner, whatever. Not saying it's that now, I might text you throughout the day and say, you know, hey, thinking about you or whatever, whatever, you know, how your day, something like that. But and they be like, well, you don't call. And I'm like, okay. So I'll try to explain it, but I'll work on it. Now, let's say I do initiate contact, right? First, I initiate the first contact over a course of time. But then the one time I might not, like say a couple of days, I might not be the first to call. Then now we back to square one. And I'm like, okay, I might have had a little lapse, but some things went on. But instead of seeing or having a conversation to be like, you good, like you all right? Because usually something happened, right? Before you get upset with me, let's talk about it. So I can explain that and I'll tell people that like that's my biggest freaking flaw. But when it comes to being responsive, I don't miss. I just may not be the first person to call all the time, but I'm definitely a responder. I'm definitely I'm a make time, I'm gonna do all that, but it's just that piece I dropped the ball. Did that make sense? So that'll be
Yeah.
how I might explain like one of my biggest flaws. I'm not as prideful as I used to be, but yeah, that'd be my thing.
Right. Okay.
Sorry, I was having an eyeball issue. It
Yeah.
was. It was something on my eyeball. I had to go in the bathroom, get the Q-tip. I don't know what the fuck was it. It was something.
But I think okay, so I think
Mhm.
what it is when like
Okay,
say
so my
women,
big, if, for me then, my big flaw would be that I have zero tolerance for bullshit from people, especially people that call themselves being your friend.
mm,
That's one of my biggest flaws because when people play on your emotions and your feelings and you be trusting people and shit, and you all with them people and everything, and they play on you like that, it's hard for me to forgive people. People say, well, you're supposed to forgive and forget. No, I don't forgive and I don't forget. Because how am I going to forgive you when I don't forget what you did? I'm not going to do that. So that's my biggest flaw. I don't forgive. Once you cross me, I don't forgive you and I don't forget it. I know
Uh,
people say, well, you shouldn't be that way, but that's just the way it is for me. I guess that's a big flaw of mine. Well, I would
I
say,
think
motherfucker, just don't cross me. If you cross me, then you already know. Ain't no need to coming back across the bridge because it ain't gonna be there. So I mean,
I think people who try to
no,
say that they forgive everybody and forget be lying because especially depending on what it is. I'm
excuse me.
I think depending on what it is, like we can be cordial, but we may not never be like how it was. That's my camera freezing. I'm sorry, like how it was. But when it depends on what it is. If I know I ain't fucking with you, I'm just not gonna fuck with you. And then my biggest pet peeve, I think, with people in general, and especially in relationships, talk to me about the issue you got with me. Especially if it's somebody I'm dealing with. When you start going to everybody but me, yeah, that's the problem because we in this. And then even like in my friendships, I'm the same way. Like if we got a problem, we gonna talk about it. I shouldn't have to hear how you feel from somebody else because the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna shut that down. I'm like, well, talk to me. Like what's going on. That bothers me. And I think that also because people add yeast to stuff, people over, do certain things, and depending on what it is, I ain't gotta forgive you, and I ain't gotta forget. Like depending on what it is, and I think sometimes it sounds good to say, but as a human being, when somebody hurts you, and I mean I've been in a situation where I've hurt people, and they might be like, I ain't fucking with you anymore. I completely get it. I go ahead about my business. I'm not going to look for that. But I know me for a fact. If it's something and you did something, it's no way. Some things is you never really go back to what it was. I speak, we can be cordial, but I'm not going to fully be like, oh yeah, da, 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 da. No, we're not doing
that's for relationships too. Because I mean, how do people say? How do you even shake your mouth and say, well, okay, well I forgive you, but I'm not gonna forget what you did. I mean, damn, if you ain't gonna forget, how you forgiving somebody? How you able to do that?
that.
If you gonna keep remembering that they done that to you, and then you got upset when they did it to you, you gonna say, "Oh, I'm not gonna get upset. I keep thinking about it. I don't forgive them, but I'm gonna keep thinking about it." But man, get the out the back door somewhere. That shit.
Them toxic relationships.
It takes two to tango. I feel
Yep.
like when it comes to alright, so two type of subjects. We talk about relationships. I feel like it all depends on you and your partner, what y'all willing to do. When we talk about the dating thing, like when you dating, like it depends on how you dating. If you dating with intention, like dating to sit your ass down, or if you out here dating like trying to, just live free, have some fun, you feel me? And date multiple people like it depends on like like how you dating, you feel me, and how serious you and the person you are dating, depending on what problems, in my opinion, like you occur with that. When I was dating and I was dating freely before I was dating with intentions, like I kind of put it all out there, like what I was doing for real. Like I am talking to other people, if I was intimate, who I was intimate with, stuff like that. If I wasn't intimate at all and I wasn't going to be, like I was standing strong on shit like that for real. And that's just how I was because I was living for me. But when I was into a person, I was dating with intentions, and it was like a potential, like we gonna sit down. If I'm not going to talk to nobody else, you feel me, whatever, because I'm trying to date you. I don't want you to talk to nobody else. Like it's how we dating. It's all in the communicating. Then when y'all like, if don't be talking partnership, then yeah, just communicate. we should be able to communicate. We might not like what each other saying, and it might not always be easy, and the communication might not always be easy, but you're gonna deal with what you deal with. And you gonna fight for what you want for real. Cause ain't none of that shit easy for real. Cause you dealing with a person.
Hey,
Another
what
person.
the hell is going on with your doggone
Oh,
thing here?
that's the camera. It's cause I'm moving my hands, so it keep moving for real.
Oh, I'm thinking he's zooming in and zooming out. I'm saying, damn, she got
Yeah,
some kind of thing going on.
that's the camera thing. It's on the iPad. I,
I'm so with you
I,
on mine.
I'm looking at my medication. I'm saying, what the hell? Hold up, something
yeah,
ain't
it's the
right.
camera. Like if I change my angle, like it'll back it up, and like it
Oh,
give you like the whole view. But because I be moving when I be talking. That shit be moving too.
okay.
Yeah, I'm
Mine.
looking at it too because I'm high. I'm medicated. I'm medicated. Yeah. When it comes to
Oh,
friendships, though, right? When it comes to friendships, I feel like uh I don't know where this part fit in at, but it was something y'all was talking about. People need to get like understanding sometimes like you outgrow people.
Mm-hmm.
Um sometimes you outgrow people, sometimes you outgrow family. Like in life when you grow up, like sometimes it don't necessarily mean that that's always a bad thing. Sometimes you do be beefing with somebody and y'all fall the fuck off. But if it's something that y'all feel like y'all can fix and it ain't like too detrimental, then fix it. If it's something that you just like, look, it just don't align with my purpose, that's fucking fine. Cause somebody probably sick of your ass. And probably that's probably why they're not around you. And that is absolutely okay because you ain't aligned with their goddamn life. And it was something else y'all said, but I don't remember what it was.
I think Paul mentioned like forgiving and forgetting. That part.
Oh yeah,
Forgive
the
and
forgiving
forget.
and forgetting.
Yeah.
All right. A lot of people that I feel like the forgive and forgive shit, right? You got it depends on you and your partner. People say it don't work, but it do. Uh that's how motherfucker it's just that cause think about it, right? I don't always mean to bring up I want to say a disclaimer. I am not attacking the older community, but I respect them for a lot of shit because you learn a lot of shit from the elders for real, whether
Mm.
it's good or bad, right? But this one thing for real, longevity in a relationship. There are people who, as the grandparents are like passing away, they are finding out that like though granddaddy and grandma was together for all these years, these two ain't granddaddy kids or these two ain't grandmama kids. You feel me? You
Yeah.
feel me? But they taking care of them. You feel me? And nobody never knew that until like that. Some people still don't know. People find out shit through ancestry and shit like that. The best kept secrets is how did y'all overcome shit like that? And people like, oh, you stupid, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes when you build a foundation, it's better to keep the foundation and work on your fucking problems than having to keep starting over. Now, if the shit is just like horrible, that I ain't saying like stay with Ike Turner or no shit like that. What I'm saying is, you feel me? Sometimes everybody be so quick to give up on shit that you also worked hard for
Mm-hmm.
instead of like y'all putting in the work to keep your shit together. And if you the fuck up, get your shit together. You gotta put in the work because eventually that motherfucker just might leave you. Some people can't afford to leave. It's expensive.
I agree with that, but I also think
Forgive and
the way
forget. Can you
yeah,
forget something if somebody crossed you?
Oh,
They're not even in a relationship.
I forgot about
Can
that
you
part.
forget? Yeah.
I
It's
don't
not
really
even just not even in a relationship, just people in general. If
no, but
somebody fucked over you, you're gonna forget it and forgive them. Or you're gonna forgive them, but you ain't gonna forget it. How does
No,
that work with you?
no, I'm stubborn, Paul. I
I'm going
don't
to
forgive and forget.
hold
Okay, I'm gonna say you're not a patsy. I'm gonna say hold you. I say I'm gonna say go get Jude, please. I don't know who this person is right here.
I ain't gonna
Okay.
lie, I hold grudges.
hold on. I
Like,
just want to say one thing because before I forget, because y'all know I be forgetting. So
Just coming.
you mentioned like the older couples, I think because like even talking to my aunt, they've been married over like 50 something years. I think the most important piece, like when you said work through the issues, I think they worked on them together. And like you said, a lot of people didn't know because they didn't have everybody all up in their relationship stuff. And so they worked it out. And that's what I mean when I say stop involving everybody and talking to everybody around and talk to your person. Talk to your partner and figure that shit out. When you start putting everybody all up in the mix and all of this stuff, Drew, to tell you, my first thing is I'd be like, "Girl, talk to like it is what it is because you gotta work through that because there's nothing that nobody else can say outside of your relationship that you have with someone other than you and that person because that person is only getting one side of the story and they wasn't there, so they cannot
Yeah.
actually give you what's going on. You need to talk to your person about your issues.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't like talking to my girlfriend because she the calm one. Like I'm the one y'all see. Even when I talk, I talk with like excitement. I'm a little animated. She is too, though. Don't get me wrong, but not in an argument. If we are having a disagreement, she is the calm to the storm. She is the sweet, but she got this thing right. Our first argument, my girlfriend, when she get nervous, she laughs. She watched this. She's probably like, I know you ain't telling that, but listen, when she get nervous, this motherfucker start laughing. And our first argument was over her accidentally dropping my phone in the toilet on my birthday. And yes. And we like got to and she got nervous, so she started laughing. And she was like, I'm sorry. When I get nervous, I laughed. I was like, girl, not you laughing at me on my birthday after you dropped my phone in the toilet. And it took me a minute to, like, we got to like another argument later about something else, later on down the line. And she kind of, got this little weird thing about her. Like when she arguing, she be nervous as hell, but she laughing. You work on shit like that. I am the one that may raise my voice or whatever, and she's so calm that she make me want to be calm. I don't want to be. You need somebody to balance you to make y'all can talk. You feel even when you feel like you can't talk, you gotta come back. Cause Paul, I am a Pisces. We emotional. We take it to heart. You know, we mad because we was in our goddamn feelings. Sometimes I be sick of my feelings. I be so sick of my feelings. I don't even know why I felt some kind of way. I don't know why I felt this kind of way. But I ain't gonna lie, my girlfriend rock on that type of shit. She know how to, she know how to, we she's the first woman I've ever dated where we can actually like have a conversation. We can agree to disagree, but she's the most motherfucking. She the bomb at that shit. You gotta have a partner that you can talk to. Friend wise, I got my homies. I do have my friends. Coco is one of my good home girls. That if on some shit, if I was, on some shit, that shit tell me. I got a few of them that, in my corner that don't let me be wrong. Now I would be devastated if they did some shit behind my back. My friends or family members that have done something that maybe I have forgiven you, if I forgive you, you know I'm not going to say I hold a grudge on a forgive and forget, but don't make me regret forgiving you because I'm not going to forgive you again and I will not forget. And depending on what you do, I'm just not going to forget it. And there's no chance in forgiving. So I don't know, Paul. I guess what I'm basically saying is I will forgive you. And if I forgave you, I'm going to leave it there. But you don't ever forget what a motherfucker do to you. However, I'm not also forgiving. I'm like I believe in the Old Testament. Fuck with me, and we plaguing and shit.
Oh yeah.
I ain't got the time. It's a great flood. What the fuck you made? Fuck you made.
Yeah. I, I listen. I'm a be honest. I don't have a problem with having a conversation. with talking. But I think the issue is everybody want to communicate how they want to communicate, which is fine. But sometimes if your method of communication isn't like working or it's kind of like biased, where so it's just all in your favor. Like for instance, just to give an example, like how you said like you can turn up, right? So, and your partner is calm. So even in the moments, if somebody say, okay, maybe we should come back and revisit, and revisit this. I'm one of
Yeah.
those type people. I'll shut down in the middle because I'm like, I'm not doing this with you. You feel me? Especially if I fucks with you, like we can talk about it. And I feel like, especially if there's a misunderstanding of something that it's really not. Because the one thing I know I hate if somebody tell me what I meant. Because I'm gonna tell you, if you know me, I'm gonna tell you if I meant to offend you, or if I didn't, or if something was taken the wrong way, or maybe I delivered it wrong. Right now, if I say that, that's what I mean. But when people start going over the deep end, and I might be like, all right, this is not working. So how about we just talk about it, when both of us, calm down. Because if you keep yelling at me, I'm gonna shut down. And you're not gonna get nothing out of me. Because then now I feel like I can't talk to you because I'm not being heard and I'm not hearing you because you're yelling at me. So I think sometimes somebody has to be the level headed person and you gotta know how people like communicate and when people need moments. And I think that's okay. But yeah, I can't like I just can't. But and it's like when people like, oh no, I want to talk now, and it's only on their terms. I don't think that's fair.
I think that sometimes that ain't the time to talk.
Mm.
You got know yourself and your partner. I've seen motherfuckers like getting the whole fist fights in public because they couldn't hold their emotion or composure or friends. You feel me? I've seen friends lose their shit over like simple shit. A bill. Let's use that for example. Like paying the tab at the fucking restaurant that y'all both decided to fucking go to.
Yeah.
Shit.
Do you want to talk about it? Because that literally came out like it was a messed up thing.
What? Oh no, 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 no. Nah. Oh no, we don't. Me and my friends don't do no shit like that. Just pay the
No,
bill.
I'm stating it, but then it's almost, and then even still, like if you ain't got to say that before the day going thing, you know what I mean? Like say something. But I've been in restaurants and seen people fall out over, it, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's because everybody try to live for the time. You and your friends, but y'all pick where y'all going together. Look at it, and then make sure you know who your friends are. You know who ain't. Try to meet them in the middle.
mm-hmm,
The fuck you mean?
yeah. And most of mine, they'll be like, let me see where we going. I'm gonna go. Well, I'll be wanting to see what I'm gonna get so I can make up my mind when I get there. I mean, I'm always that person. I know what I want. I don't need too many minutes because I don't know already examined the menu. I know what I want to try, what I might not like, how I want to prepare it. I already looked at the drink menu, everything. But and I encourage other people to do so. And I know like Gerald. Gerald he's that type of person. He'd be like, well, where is it? Let me look it up first. And I'm like, and sometimes I'm like, are you going or not? Like,
Hmm.
and especially if I'm like, it's on me. Just come on. What you looking for? You look when you get there. You get sidetracked.
I like a good meal. A good meal is good. You ain't gonna get me. You ain't gonna get me to go to like the club for real. But a good meal, we go to a meal. We go to a meal. I like a nice drink. But if it's watered down, I'm gonna tell you, I could take it somewhere and get we I like a good drink too, but I like a good meal. Especially a good crab cake.
You know, the only I will never, and this is no shade to anybody anywhere else watching. I will never get a crab cake from nowhere other than Baltimore. I'm sorry. I've had bad experiences, and I think I tried maybe twice. The worst I had was we went to this like seafood spot in Atlanta. I can't even remember the name of it. It was so horrible. And I'm all like, yeah. And it was like crab legs and all of this stuff. So I I knew it wasn't home, so I didn't get like no real spice stuff, or I wasn't expecting Old Bay, but I was expecting seasoning. Baby, I got I got the what is it called? The garlic butter one. It was like oil. It was no taste. It was like a waste of seafood. I was highly upset. You know, that's the last time I've ever got seafood outside of Baltimore. Because I'm
Nah, I've
always
got
just
it's just the L style of seafood is different. I had the crab cake. The only good crab cake I had was in Texas. Uh but anywhere in Maryland, yeah, anywhere in Maryland, I'll definitely get not just Baltimore, but Maryland in general. I've had some good fucking crab cakes throughout Maryland. And people come here for the crabs for real. Or go up. Yeah, the closer to the shore, the better too.
yeah. Now I will agree to that. But outside of girl, listen, no ma'am, you won't catch me. I don't know. This is pissing me off about my camera tonight, so I'm really sorry about this.
I don't know, but they got that like southern style, that broil style too, that Cajun broil, like the New Orleans style. I
I ain't
feel
never
like
done
that's
it.
kind of. I feel like that's kind of good.
Well, I
I
don't
never.
eat seafood. I don't know nothing about none of that. I don't eat none of
You
that
don't
stuff.
eat seafood?
You don't eat seafood?
Oh no. I'm allergic to that shit.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
over no. I don't know. Heck no. Mm-mm.
Damn.
I
I be
ain't missing
feeling
nothing.
sorry for people who can't eat crabs, because
Man,
crabs is life. We're in a crisis
man,
right now. I'm scared to eat anything out the water. Dang, Paul, you can't eat
no
seafood?
scavengers. I know I can't deal with them little buzzards. Little sea buzzards. I can't deal with them.
Damn, man. No seafood for my man, Paul.
No, I can't. I can't deal with them. I want to ask something for serious right quick though. Hope you don't mind me changing. I want to ask this right quick.
Go ahead. We got sidetracked. Go ahead.
How do y'all feel about that guy being found guilty of second degree murder for killing that woman just because she said she's gonna rebuke him in the name of Jesus? And they're gonna give him anywhere between 4 and 20 years. He said he felt threatened. His partner said he didn't see no reason for him to feel threatened.
What guy?
They killed Sandra Massey,
Oh,
the
I did
policeman.
see that. I mean, to be honest, I don't mean to sound like I don't. I don't. It's like expected for them to give him the lesser crime. I feel like he should have got a more harsh crime. Would that be considered like capital murder because of her who she was? I don't know, but I mean,
Who was it?
The policeman down there.
I
Where the
can't
hell is
remember
it?
the name. I can't remember the name. I seen that because I seen that article, and it was the article of the police officer who shot her boyfriend, and it was all caught on body camera.
Where I been at? And I be watching. I ain't never seen that come across. And I watch all the crime stuff. You said her name was Sandra what?
Massey.
Massey?
Massey. She had a pot. She called the police. Her family said she was having a mental episode.
Sonya
And two,
Massey. Okay.
and two white police officers showed up to her house.
With the
They
pot of
inside.
water,
Yeah, she
that
was.
one.
She walked over to
Oh,
the stove. They told her to take the power water off the stove. Whatever she gonna do. And they were standing on the other side of the room over there. And he said something. And then she said, "Yeah." And she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." And then he
And
told
he
me,
shot
"If
her.
you put that power water on me, I'm gonna shoot you in the face." That's when she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." And she had the pot in front of her trying to duck down. He came around the damn counter and shot the woman. His partner said he didn't see what she was threatening him, but they
Yeah, it
found
was
him
a lot of shit
not
with that. They was set outside. That was
Oh,
on
okay,
camera
I
too.
remember
Remember?
now. I see it. Yeah.
Remember when that first happened, and the partner had said that on camera, Paul, on the body cam when
Yeah,
what they was talking, him and another cop was talking, and he was like he didn't see a reason for him to shoot, and then he had came
yeah,
over and was like, yeah, she had to pile the water or something, and he was like, it's all right, man. Like you could tell, like they really didn't want to deal with him for real. Like they didn't really
yeah.
want
They
to
say
deal
he
with
always
him.
been had issues everywhere else. He shouldn't even been working as police in the first place because they always say he had anger issues and whatever. So he's just a motherfucking little walking billboard of racism ready to kill somebody. Cause the man sits around the damn counter. Cause the woman said, "I rebuke in the name of Jesus." Mother, you must know you a rotten motherfucker. I
No,
mean, for
man, he
you
was trying.
to
So it don't look like he was sentenced yet. It say, or I'm reading the wrong article. It don't look like he was found guilty, and it says the sentence can carry. Wait a minute. The second degree conviction can carry a sentence of 4 to 20 years in prison. So it don't look like
hmm
he wasn't sentenced yet. He just was
no,
found.
that's what he can be. That's what he can face. I mean, like I said, they found him guilty of second degree murder, whatever they say down there.
Yeah.
Does it say what happened there?
One second. I think I passed it.
Probably in some little small ass town.
Illinois. She was in Illinois. I remember this thing. Yeah, it took place in Illinois. It don't see like
I
what.
remember that because that was all over the news and
Oh,
stuff.
Woodside Township, Illinois. That's where it was. So he
Okay,
was found
yeah.
guilty a second. I remember now. Yeah.
I remember that. What do you? It's not right, but it's not unexpected for him to get the lesser crime. I mean, why did they? I gotta read up on that. Why? What was the what made them only? Because he was first formally charged first degree murder. That's what he was going to be charged with, first degree. So they gave him a lesser crime.
No, they found him guilty of the lesser crime. They charged him with first degree.
So they did.
They had the first degree and they had the second degree.
So they
And
did
the
charge him with
jury,
the first degree.
yeah, and the jury found him
Okay.
guilty on charge of second degree of the whatever you want to call it, the bill of indictment, whatever. How the hell do they do it elsewhere? The council, whatever they charge first degree, y'all find the first degree that he did it like this, and y'all can find second degree that he done this. And they found second degree. So fuck it, hey, fuck the first degree, cause the woman ain't done nothing, so throw the first degree out. No, the woman threatened him with the pot of water, so let's throw the first degree out. That's what the jury felt, I guess. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, man, the justice system sucks. People don't realize it. If they
Oh,
don't
it
kill you,
keep
then they just ruin
happening.
your life. They try to ruin your life.
It keep happening. It
Yeah.
it, keep, it I mean, at least he was charged though. It's just how much time is he going to do out of the charge? But once he get his time, how much time is he actually going to do? Because I'm at least he got charged. Because sometimes they don't even get charged, and he was a police
Okay.
officer.
He's
But
been in jail. He's been in jail for a minute now. I don't know how long, but he's been in jail for a minute. Then the sentencing name to January, so that's more jail time he'll get. So if he get the bottom end of 4 damn years being a white boy, wherever this little township is down there. And I don't know, it's a disclaimer. This is not the feelings of nobody else on the show except for mine. So please don't take it like that. This is me. But yeah, being a white boy down that little township place where he's at, they probably give him the 4 years. So damn, you know, damn near had that done by the time they get his ass sentenced. And being in jail until January and get to little sentence. And then whatever kind of time he can get in there to knock it down. So he get the damn bottom end. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They just and see they can do even more now because Trump done gave them and the ICE and everybody else. You know, yeah, y'all do what y'all gotta do to protect yourselves and all this crap. That's even more. So I'm just saying. But see, you also I'm not an advocate of violence. So let's understand that. But I also see that you see a whole lot more of these people shooting police and they'll be the white folks be shooting police.
Yeah. You said a lot more now. I don't. I've been watching some court cases, and not only just that one, but I do what I am seeing is like it's a girl on trial now for like conspiracy. Like she was accomplished. She was there when like a murder took place, and they saying she helped orchestrate it and all of that, right? But I guess, and I think it's also important. I think we gotta also realize what's the laws in some of these states because the laws just for being accomplice of a murder, she's facing a possible life sentence. And all they have is that her phone pinged to there and she was in the car, I guess, circling, whatever, whatever, whatever. Now, is she guilty of being with her boyfriend and doing a little, yeah, all day? But they charging her as if like she pulled the trigger too. Now I'm thinking because at first I'm like, well, maybe she might get like 20
Wait a
years.
minute, what happened?
So you know, it's well, don't judge me. Y'all know I watch a bunch of trials. So I'm watching a trial. The rapper Julio.
Julio.
Yeah. So the girl that was with them, she's an accomplice. So the laws in Florida, they can charge her with first degree murder, and she can get life, possible life, if found guilty. So they're saying her phone was used to communicate his location. Now, was she in the car with her boyfriend? Yes. They were circling, doing whatever. So, as an accomplice, that's the laws in Florida. Which, reading the comment section, people like, this is crazy. Like, she wasn't, she didn't pull the trigger. Da 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 da. Yeah, she was there. So they're trying to say she didn't know, like, pretty much she was coerced by her boyfriend to be there because he used her phone. And it
So
showed,
he used the phone. She
yeah,
didn't send the text messages.
no, right, because on the video she's right next to him, and you can see her. I guess put the passcode in and give him the phone.
Okay. All right.
So but she was with him the whole time, like in the car. When he got shot up, she was in the car. But even though they got out the car and shot him up, because they like triangled them in, and but she was in the car. But because she was there, they were saying she's an accomplice to the murder, which in their state holds a life sentence because they're charging her with
Oh.
first degree murder. So I say that to say some of these states have crazy laws because we see somebody like that get a life sentence, but then you see somebody like this who actually committed a murder only facing 4 to 20 years. And that's why we talk about it a lot of like knowing the laws in the states and these places that we want to visit.
We better know.
Well,
So,
the difference, and besides, no, maybe unpopular demand or unpopular opinion. That's the correct phrase I'm trying to say. Um, we may not agree with it, but if that was your family member and that motherfucker set them up because the fuck you gave the phone. I don't mean no harm, whatever the crime is, do the time. Well, I do not agree. I do 100% agree that it is people of different race that don't get the same time. And he is also, no offense to the police officer, he's also a police officer, and they usually get off on their crimes that they commit. Some of them do the time for the stuff, but they don't do as much time. So all I'm saying is this is the shit that happens and it's fucked up.
mhm.
It's fucked up, but why would you set that man up like that? That's what the fuck you get. It's unfortunate that police officer ain't gonna get the correct amount of time that he's supposed to. That's the fucked up part of the law. But I do not disagree with her as setting up. You know how many girls is doing that shit? Setting
They
You
these
know what
people
they
up.
call that?
It's
They call that conspiracy down in this neck of the
yeah.
woods.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
that's
she can get
Thing,
a life
man.
sentence because it's
And a lot of
conspiracy.
people would disagree with it until it happened to them
I
Yeah,
or
they
agree.
their family member.
No, but
they get you a conspiracy to commit. If she set him up, that they get, she ain't pull the trigger like you said. She might not pull the trigger, or whatnot. They get her for conspiracy to
mhm.
commit a murder and get her a life sentence.
Yeah, but like it was like a thing in the comment section where people were like, "That's just crazy," like for her, to be facing. And then
I agree.
some people think
And
she's, but
look at
then
all the videos. Look at all the videos these young girls setting boys up and shit, these young guys up, setting them up and having them go to these rooms and people waiting to jank them and jack them and all that shit.
No,
I'm
that's what
saying
I'm saying
they're
though.
crazy. They
Right.
crazy out here about you.
No, I get what you're saying, but what I was saying was like reading the comment section and watching the case, and I kind of I look at the comment section too because I'm curious to see what people from different states are watching this. So people that were from Florida was like, well, that's what it is here, and they should know that when they commit these crimes that this is what you facing. Like you wanted to be with your man, my man, and look what your man got you into. And then you have some people at other places was like, well, here and this is that and a third. It doesn't carry a life sentence, but it may carry maybe like 10 to 15 years, right? So I say that to say, even like, I guess I would probably have to look up what the laws, that might be what that statute is for for second degree murder. Is it fair? Is it right? No, but I'm just saying, but it just goes to point out like what we see here may be lenient to some other places. And you
You
just
know,
different places have, and Florida is known to fry us.
I mean, I feel like if you do that, you do the crime, you're gonna do certain time, especially if you get caught. That was stupid on her behalf to be
Mhm.
doing that down there. And the crazy part is, not many people know the actual, you know, consequences or punishment to the crimes in their states.
Mhm.
But
Well,
like,
mother,
no, that's for real. Like for real,
I
and
love her.
I don't fucking know. This shit is the shit crazy though. Like you could be doing some serious time for like the simplest shit, but it's just the unfair part to it. To me, isn't that girl got life. I don't think for the crime that happened, somebody lost their life. I feel like everybody involved should have got life for that. You feel me?
She's still
But
going. She wasn't found guilty yet. That's what she's facing, a
oh,
possible life sentence.
well, yeah. So yeah, whatever. She could give
I'm
a parole. You feel me? In a couple years or some shit.
gonna
But
tell you what.
what I feel like is unfair is that cop didn't get right time because
He
that was fucked up. He should get time.
should get
I
life.
don't know what the law is
That's what
in that.
first degree is. But
And I'm a
I guarantee you right now, Coco, that you could look on your computer and say, what is the punishment for conspiracy to commit murder in Florida? And it'll tell you. You can get on there and say, what is the punishment for first degree burglary in New York? It'll tell you. I mean, wherever crime is committed, you can get on there and ask what is the offense for, and I'm quite sure there's no excuse for people not to know law. The only excuse they can use is that the asses don't look and research, and read.
Mhm.
That's the only excuse they can use because otherwise, people need to know this stuff. You down here, you won't be around here committing all these offenses and shit. You better know the consequences of them. Cause see, most people that don't know the consequences of them, then the first thing they want to do is try to tell on somebody else, so they can keep the consequences about their own ass and put it on somebody else. And
Yeah,
that's how they end up being rats, little
just like
cheese eaters and all that shit.
just
But
like
that's a
that.
different subject.
No, it's an athlete too. I think he played basketball. I think overseas. Correct. I don't know. I might be wrong on the sport,
With the
but
weed,
yeah. So he's overseas, and he ordered some, and it was what is it it's not actual cannabis.
the THC,
It's something, but he
CBD.
CBD. So that's what he ordered. He ordered like the gummies and stuff like that. And they he got caught. So now he's getting ready to go to jail for a long ass time. So he was like during his arrest, he's like, help me, help me. So everybody's like, well, what is the government going to do? Well, first of all, we know Trump ain't getting him out. But my second thing was what goes back to my original um point is we got to be mindful of where we going and where we want to live and where we want to travel to, especially if you know you participate, whether it's gambling, whether it's whatever. See what the violations are and what that should carry in certain states because it's going to sound a little bit messed up. A lot of us Americans have a tendency to think we can go everywhere and do what we do here in other countries, and we can't. And then you find out the wrong way, and then we're looking like, oh my God, that's just like petty, but that's their law, and I think it's really, 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 really important to understand. You look up where you want to visit and what's legal and illegal, because what's legal here may be illegal somewhere else before you get jammed up. And I think a lot of us go down for ignorance, especially when traveling. Everybody quick to travel and want to get your passport stamped, but then you go somewhere and you ignorant to what their policies are.
Yeah, like I don't ever want to go to Dubai.
And he facing a death penalty for having them gummies. And he's somewhere, where he in Turkey somewhere?
I don't think it was a death penalty, but I know it was a harsh sentence. But I don't know if it was death,
I
but
don't
it was
want to go to Turkey either.
You can ask. I'm quite sure I can't pull it up on my, because if I try to do it, I get cut off, booted off. But you can ask what he's facing. They tell
was
you, I
it
think he's facing a death penalty or life in prison.
was it basketball that he
Yeah, he was
basketball?
a basketball player. Yeah, I think it's in Turkey somewhere like that, but I know who you're talking about. Yeah, either life in prison or the death penalty. Not echo in there.
Come on. His
That
name
point.
is, I think it's Jared Shaw was arrested. Oh, he was arrested in Indonesia in May 2025 for receiving a package of THC gummies, and now faces severe charges, including including the possibility of the death penalty. Other players have other players, wait a minute, other players, hold up, other players, wait a minute, hold on. Other players have also faced consequences related to cannabis edibles, including NBA player Dion Waiters and former NFL wide receiver Antonio Callaway. Wow. Legal risk. Indonesia has some of the world's strictest drug laws, and drug smuggling, because they giving him a smuggling charge, can carry a life sentence or death penalty. Shaw's case has drawn international attention and support from cannabis advocacy groups like the Last Prisoner Project. Wow.
Yeah. Mm.
Wow.
They don't play. They talking about yeah, crying. What they gonna do for you? Oh, I'm telling you what they gonna do for you. They gonna pray for you. Cause your ass over there, y'all, like you said, y'all can't keep going these places that you can do it with you. Oh man, these people don't play. You might as well cut your hands off for stealing over that way and all kind of shit. So no, they don't play.
You can't go in them countries and just think you're gonna do whatever the hell you want. Did y'all
Mhm.
see the video that was circulating about the guy that was out of the way he was in some other country though. I think he was in Mexico. I don't know. He was in Mexico and he was yelling, "Get the United States Army here right now," or something. And then they had him pulled off. He was like, "Go Canada! Go Canada!"
No, like, for real.
I ain't playing with y'all in motherfucking countries.
But I will say this. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people planning, and I get it. You want to travel, you want to see the world. Don't be ignorant to the times that we are living in and wanting to see the world, because a lot of places in the world don't fuck with America. Even
Mm-mm.
if we know the primary issue is our president, but however, they don't look at you as a person. Like, they ain't thinking, oh, well, they don't like their president. No, all they know is that you are from America. And a lot of people in these countries have it out for Americans, period. And they're also taxing the fuck out of you when you get there. And I said this before, make sure what type of money they take. Because a lot of some people are like, oh, I'm gonna just take this over there and there. No, a lot of them don't even want your money. They don't even want you there. So before
Hmm.
this next extravagant trip, really look at one, how they feel about America, and what changes do they have as far as like travel and tourists and all of that stuff. Because a lot of them are changing their travel policies. I'm seeing a lot of that. So just be mindful when y'all traveling. Like, everybody don't like you.
Right.
Shit,
Try
the
not
way
to-
how we feel about what we going through, and you got to think he ain't doing nothing but traveling to these countries and making more enemies, not only for himself but for us. And then we still
Who did he just touch? He just touched somebody that's forbidden to touch. Who was it? Who was it? Hold that.
shut the. Let me see. Let me go that.
Hold that.
Girl,
The
I'm about
Prime Minister of Japan. He touched that woman when she was standing next to him. He didn't wrap his arm around her behind her, trying to get her closer. So
no. Oh, wait a minute.
he did too.
No.
Y'all, I'm telling you, I be keeping up with this shit. I don't know how I be keeping up with it, but I be keeping up with this shit.
No, it put up Saudi Arabia, but that wasn't the prince. Um,
He touched the Prime Minister. Ask about Japan. That's why you're allowed to touch the Prime Minister as far as not touch, especially being a woman, as far as shaking her hand, other than shaking her hand.
well, he don't think the rules apply to him, which is part of the problem.
Oh, she trying to usher up her. Man, I know she's standing there smiling, but I know she's thinking to herself, get your pumpkin seed ass colored hands off me, man. Shit rotting away. Whatever you might have that Mercer or something. Your shit rotting away.
Was it Saudi Arabia? The prince
The
of Saudi
prince,
Arabia?
yeah, that's who he touched too. But I'm saying he can't touch the prime minister of Japan.
Well, a lot of them places don't like to be touched, so I don't even understand why. See, that's the thing. Being culturally aware, even here in America, some people still have different cultures. Like we learn that just in like in services and stuff. Just in healthcare, you learn that you have to be culturally aware to communicate because we deal with so many different cultures. Like some people, like some cultures, they don't like direct eye contact. That's like considered intimidating or disrespectful. So what the hell was he thinking? And I'm quite sure they let him know that before they went over there. Somebody told him, I'm sorry, my just myself, but I know that somebody in his on his team said, bro, don't go over there touching them people, bow or do something. And he probably was like, I ain't doing that, knowing him.
So, he might have forgot what he's supposed to been doing when he got over there. Cause it showed him walking down the damn hall
That nigga
lost.
said, "All right, bet."
In front of everybody lost. He's going somewhere wandering off. Man, gone like the motherfucking fourth of doomsday. It's gone. It's gone. He's not gonna last much longer unless they keep him juiced up. He gonna join McConnell.
Oh yeah, it was the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. It says, touching the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia will be considered highly disrespectful and is forbidden. It is a cultural norm to show deference to authority figures, and physical contact would be a severe breach of etiquette, likely resulting in severe social and potential legal consequences.
Yeah, you see, Saudi Arabia ain't fucking with him. That's why he in Qatar. But
That's what
yeah,
I was
Saudi.
looking for, wasn't it? I saw one in my chips. I was
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to figure out
I'm
what we
trying
were
to see what
looking
this
for.
I know it then kicked in.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia ain't fucking with him like that now. He went over there, you don't hardly hear nothing about Saudi Arabia.
No, a lot of places
Yeah,
don't
they
fool.
listen. America don't fuck with the man. Well, some of us, the
They just
majority.
use him. They use him to get rid of the damn suspicion from killing the what was the name, the reporter guy, Khashoggi or whatever the hell it was, because they know they killed the man. But yeah, they got Trump over there and made him look like a buffoon and all that good stuff. You didn't touch the crown prince and shit. You lucky they didn't kill your dumb ass over there. But anyhow, they let you go ahead and live coming back over. But they done basically exiled his ass.
We
He
want to
don't
know.
even mention. He don't
I
even
just
mention
got
it.
one thing to say to the Republicans. Hey, Republicans, see what cheating get you?
And on that note, it is 10:05.
Oh wow, they got that 5 minute extra bonus coverage.
I'm in control tonight. Y'all want more time? We can have more time. Y'all need more time. I mean, I don't. The only thing I don't like about I don't know what's going on with my camera. This is crazy. It's just giving me robotic tonight, and I don't like that. And I took it down, but this is the laptop.
The hurricane is coming our way, they said on the news.
And
That's what they said. It ain't gonna be as bad, but it's like the aftermath, the
The
other shit.
rain, cause the rain's pushing the
Yeah.
rain out.
I mean,
And
I
pray
don't
for Jamaica.
Okay.
And the rain just left from down that part of the south. It's coming up our way.
Yep.
So y'all probably getting the storms. I live on the island.
Shut the. Yeah. Good night. She does.
Oh, Thunder Island.
Girl, what?
Gulla
The,
Gullah Island.
I
all
remember
right.
Gullah Island.
Pause. So we're gonna get the hell up out of here. So, but we will post some content throughout the week until Monday. We will see you guys Monday for the Monday chat. Q will be a part of that one. A little bit more fun, a little bit more relaxed. I don't know what we're going to talk about, whatever happened this weekend or whatever crazy things Q done over the weekend. I'm quite sure he going to tell us about it. It's going to be a hoot. And, of course, if you guys have anything, just hit me up, let me know. We're going to definitely talk about it, comment, and all of that good stuff. Again, I apologize for my camera. This is really, it's bothering me real bad. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for everybody from YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. We had a couple of from Twitch tonight, everybody else. So yeah, we will see you guys Monday, but check out our reels. And you can follow Jude at the Jude Junior on Facebook. You can follow her at the Jude Creations on Instagram. You can follow Paul on Facebook. Paul, what's your name on Facebook? Because it's long and I don't want to mess it up.
Just say Paul. Once they type into Paul and see my picture, that's all. Cause most of them ain't gonna be able to say my name anyway. So that's why I put it like that. So if they cannot decipher it, then they won't be able to say it. So you gotta look at it, you gotta break it down. I know you done broke it down by now. Didn't I tell you what it was?
You did, but I still jack it up. I'm not good with names. I'm not. If it's not simple, I will mess a name up, and it's not intentional.
Okay.
But of course, you can
Then
follow
it's
me.
Paul William More Than You Can See Howell. That's on Facebook, Instagram, and I don't hardly go on Instagram and Snapchat stuff. But I'm on there somewhere, but I don't really be on there. But more or less Facebook. I don't do no TikTok because I don't trust them. Trump and get ready to own that.
Okay.
So
And you can also follow Casual Convo on Facebook on the Casual Convo page. You can also follow me on my personal page. You can still look at Chanel Casual Convo. Also, Casual Convo on Instagram, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and all of that good stuff. Follow us on everything. I have some content that I will be posting throughout the week. I know Jude and I promised some artistic content, but it's coming soon. We're just getting everything together. But in the meantime, little things that we do, we will be posting that. And I think we probably just do like a little showcase on here. So stay tuned for that as well. So that's some good things coming up. Also ideas. We love them. What else? Am I missing something? Okay. So that's the wrap. We will see you guys Monday at 7 p.m. for Monday chat. It's not as long as this one, so we're not gonna hold y'all for 2 hours, unless we having fun. But other than that, no more than 30, 45 minutes, something like that. Don't laugh, y'all, because I know we went over last time, but it wasn't our fault. Okay.
if you was a rider for the tank, it
Thank
ain't
you,
my fault.
Wendy. Thank you, J-Bed. Thank you, Lamont. Hey, thank you, Bosco. Who else was in here? Thank you, Daytrick. Jay Nathaniel. Oh my God, who else was in here? I missed some people. Was Fallon in here? But if I missed your name, I'm sorry. Forgive me. But we do appreciate everybody
Family.
with us every week. And if you're new, thank you. I hope you enjoy. Yeah. So come have fun with us Monday, you guys. Have a good night. We'll see you later. Don't judge me because I'm getting new to this. Bye.
Okay, hold on. I don't know how to get off of that thing.
Just wait a minute. You were supposed to be quiet while I do this.